One problem I've always had with my yard is I've got a large spot of my lawn that's just always dead. It always is. I know I need to do something about it. I know that it needs more water, but it's hard for me to know if I just need to water it more frequently or if I need to water it longer so the water goes deeper. About a month ago, the company GeoDrop reached out to me and they have a water sensor that does exactly what I want it to. So I'm going to walk you through my setup process with this sensor, tell you what I have used it for and what I intend to use it for more to help my lawn hopefully be a little bit less dead. Here's a close-up look at the GeoDrop. It does come with some spare screws and a spare seal. It measures down to 4 inches. Let's go ahead and take this off. Takes 4 AA batteries. Let's go ahead and install the GeoDrops app. We'll sign in with Google. Add a device. So ask for your name and zip code so it can get weather information. There's some information to help you get started. Let's go ahead and start. Okay, I'm going to start trying to set this up to go add device. Start, it says do not insert the batteries. Okay, next. So I enter my password. Okay, next. Then it says insert the batteries. So we insert the batteries. We screw everything down. So that should be good. I see the light is on. We press next. It says please ensure that your GeoDrops device is in setup mode with its blue LED lights blinking slowly. No, it is not blinking slowly, but we'll just wait and see if it connects. No connection so far. I'm just a foot away from my wireless router. My wireless router is just right here, so I'm about as close to the router as I can possibly get. Still a solid light here. It's been at least a minute, still not working. Been another minute doing the same thing. The light is doing something, pulsing, or at least I saw it. Okay. Did that, I don't know if that worked, but let's try it. Soil type, clay soil, done. Plant type, lawn turf, done. Device name, we'll say water sensor. Okay, and done. Hey, this is promising. This has been about 4 minutes so far. It is not lying when it says it may take up to a few minutes. It has been a few minutes. Still waiting. Hey, there we go. Slice open the soil. Do not over dig. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I will do that tomorrow. Insert device. Wet and pack down soil. Your soil may take up 2 weeks to settle. That is true. AI training may take up 2 days. Okay, we've got it. Water sensor. It's got a good battery. Device last seen right now. Sweet. Well, I will set this up tomorrow and let's give it a try. This is cool. Overall, setting up the app is really quite easy, but I did run into some problems with it. It took me a long time trying over and over again to set it up, and the problem ended up being that I was a little too impatient and I needed to wait a little bit longer. But basically the process is that you open the app, it walks you through everything step by step. It has you put in batteries and then you connect to your network, and then that is basically it. So then the next thing you have to do is obviously find a place to put it in your yard or your garden or something and bury it. And I have a really compact clay soil, so it did take me kind of a while to dig up the soil, to put the sensor in and get it situated how I like it. Now there's one obvious problem with this, and that is in the process of digging this up, I loosened up all the soil in kind of a bowl shape in the ground. So the soil where the sensor is not going to be as compact as the rest of the soil, at least not for a while. Eventually, after probably another week or two, it's going to even out and be the same. And it even says in the app, expect a couple of weeks for everything to calibrate before you're starting to get some accurate results. But the way the sensor works is it does a reading for the outside temperature, kind of, and it does a reading for the moisture level in the soil on a shallow level and then on a deep level about 4 inches. So if you look at the app, you can actually move along the graph and you can see all the different readings and how moist the soil level is over time. You can see where the graph spikes up in the moisture level, that's when I've watered the lawn, and then you can see where it spikes up on the temperature, that's when it's in the hot part of the day, and when it goes down, that's at night, obviously. Now, one obvious problem with the sensor in the middle of my lawn is it's a black piece of plastic. When the sun goes down on it, the reading it gets is much higher than what the actual temperature is. But overall, it's useful to know generally what the fluctuation in temperature is. And so far using this, the interesting thing for me has been with the deep level of water. You can see the graph kind of going down. It bumps up when I water the sprinklers, and then it goes down more. So it's getting drier and drier. But when I water the sprinklers, it's not going back up to being fully saturated, fully wet. So what that is saying to me is I'm not watering for long enough. I have not been watering for long enough for a long time. So I don't think the problem with me watering is how frequently I water, but it's how long I need to water. So already this data has been super useful for me. I'm going to adjust my sprinkler system to go another maybe 20 or 30 minutes when I water the sprinklers to see if I can get that to go back up again, to get completely wet, to help with the deep roots, because where my lawn is in the full sun, it really needs to establish those roots to get green grass. Otherwise, I will have to keep watering all the time, and I just don't want to do that. So I've been in contact with GeoDrops to see kind of how they're working on things. I've been working on them, letting them know some of the struggles I've had and what I've liked about the sensor so far. And they've been really receptive. Even since I got the sensor, they've already improved the app with things I thought they needed to improve. They made great changes in a short amount of time. So what I hope to do with this sensor, other than getting the readings so I know exactly how long I need to water my lawn for, eventually I hope to hook this up with my smart sprinkler system. I've never enabled the smart mode on my sprinkler system because the data it gets for when it rains or something like that, it's way off. So if it rains for like 10 minutes, the smart watering system says, oh, we're gonna shut down. It rained on that day. But with this GeoDrop sensor, now I can say exactly if it rains, if the water goes deep enough, yes, then I can turn off the water. Otherwise, I'll keep the sprinklers on. So I'm really excited to keep using this. I'm gonna do another follow-up video in a month or two just to see how things have progressed and to take a bigger look at the data. But so far, I'm really impressed with this sensor. It's great to have. Thanks for watching.